அகர முதல எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உலகு.
சமையலும் மருத்துவ சமையலா இருக்கணும். நோய் வந்துட்டா வீட்டுல யாருக்காவது பயிற்சி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா கிச்சன் டேபிள்ல நீங்க செய்யலாம். எப்படியே எடுத்து வச்சுட்டு மேஜர் கிச்சன் டேபிள் பாருங்க, எல்லாம் சூரியல போட்டு கட்டியிருப்போம். சில பேர் ஏற்பாடு இருக்கும் கிச்சனு. இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க காலையிலே செய்வீங்கன்னாங்க உங்க கால் ஒன்ஸ் செய்யலாம். மாமல்ல சொன்னோம் சிம்பிளான ஒரு பயிற்சி. ஸ்டார்ட். இப்படி வந்துட்டுங்க, இப்படி வந்துட்டு சிம்பிளான ஒரு தெரப்பி உங்களுக்கு இந்த பக்கத்தை முதல்ல இழுத்துருங்க. இப்படி வந்துட்டு இப்படி வச்சுட்டு 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 இப்படியே உடம்புங்க உருட்டி உருட்டி.
Reduce the brain frequency. Just learn to meditate. Just learn to keep your mind calm and peaceful. All we have to do is just help yourself to reduce the brain frequency. Then all the negatives will become positive. So all you have to do is don't need to fight with any negativity. It will go off itself. It will dilute itself. It will become positive if you are helping yourself to reduce the brain frequency.
Okay,
So just focus here.
Raj.
One particular point.
Yes, please. Yeah, I see Mr. Raj raising hand now. Mr. Raj, you want to ask any question now? Just unmute yourself.
No, sir. Thank you very much, Professor. That was very good explanation.
Mr. Raj.
No further questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If there is no question, then we'll come to the end.
எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம்.
This is Momose in front of you. My all sisters and brothers who is attending this Yoga Day celebration. This is a very auspicious day. I first of all remember in this place, call it as a Vittai that is available. What you have to do, you have to keep your mind and mind eye focused on your forehead. That is in between eyebrow. Then watch your breath. You have to watch the breath in with a mantra, a common mantra you can take. Say if you are initiated, you will be having your
பாத அஸ்தாசனம். இதை நீங்க கவனமா கேட்கணும். அதாவது வந்து நம்ம ஒரு ஆசனம் செய்ய போறதுன்னா வந்து கண்ணு வந்து ஆசனத்தை பார்க்கணும், காது வந்து நல்லா கூர்ந்து கேட்கணும், என்ன இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கொடுக்குறாங்க, கால்களை எந்த மாதிரி வைக்கணும் அப்படின்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறமா தான் நீங்க வந்து ஆசனத்தை வந்து செய்யணும். முக்கியமா வந்து நீங்க என்ன செய்யணும், அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. ஆசனத்தை அப்சர்வ் பண்ண பிறகு அதை அப்சர்வ் பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறமா எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணா ஆசனம் வந்து பொதுவாகவே வந்து பெர்ஃபெக்டா வரும். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து கவனம் செலுத்தாம ஆசனம் செஞ்சீங்கன்னா அது வந்து ரைட்டா இருக்காது. முடிஞ்சாக்க நீங்க வந்து அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. அவங்க வந்து ஒரு டேமோ செய்வாங்க. டேமோ செஞ்ச பிறகு நீங்க வந்து பிறகு அவங்களோட சேர்ந்து நீங்களும் செய்யலாம் பயிற்சி. கால்களை 2 அடி திறந்து வைத்து நமஸ்காரம் செய்து பிறை பாத அஸ்தாசனம். பிறை சுவாசம் உள்வாங்கி பாத அஸ்தாசனம், சுவாசம் விட வேண்டும். ஆப் நமஸ்காரம். இதுதான் செய்ய முறை. நீங்க பிறை பாதாஸ்தாசனம் செய்யணும், இதான் முறை. நீங்க பயிற்சி எடுக்கணும். கூட பயிற்சி செய்யும் போது ஒரு 5 கவுண்ட் நம்ம செய்ய போறோம். கைகளை கீழே வைத்து சுவாசம் உள்வாங்கி இன், பிரீத் இன், பிரீத் அவுட், இன், அவுட், in, out, in, out, in, out, in, namaskaram.
Now you can see, sir. I'll follow 10-10-20 ratio. First, make your lungs empty.
Lifting up without being on your toes. Inhale. Now exhale, turn your body to the right. Look under your left armpit. Look up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go to the left. Look up. Now inhale, come up. And then release. Very good. Now bring the exercise that I'm doing right now is for your spine, actually, for your spine and your hip. So it will elongate. Ungoda spine vandu onnu konjam elongate பண்ணும், நீட்டா இருக்கும். At the same time, when you are raising up your hip, at the same time உங்க hip பின்னால இந்த lower back வந்து நல்லா கொஞ்சம் என்ன சொல்றாங்க அழுத்தம் கொடுக்கும். Okay, now கை வந்து right hand, bring it over to the left. Right hand, bring it over to the left. Left hand அப்படியே பிடிங்க. Yes, Ultraman மாதிரி இருக்கீங்க. Inhale, now exhale. கால் முன்னுக்கே இருக்கணும். Inhale, exhale, turn your body and look over your left shoulder. Look back. You are shooting at your back. Stay right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to the center. And then release to the side. Now bring your left hand to the left side. On the right hand, அப்படி கீழே கூத்துங்க, இழுங்க. Feel the stretch happening over here. Now inhale. Now கால் நாத்து கூடாது. Exhale. Turn your body to the left, right. Look over your back. Left, right shoulder. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center. And then release. Relax. Okay.
கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள். இறுதியாகவும் அதே போல் கைகளை நன்றாக தேய்த்து உங்களுடைய முகத்திற்கு கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள். இந்த அகில உலக இந்திய வம்சாவளியினர் அமைப்பின் 4வது நாளான 7வது அகில உலக யோகா தின கொண்டாட்டத்தில் உங்களுக்கு ஆனந்த ஆசனம் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய இந்த வகுப்பை நடத்தியுள்ளேன். ஓகே, இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியானது முதல் நாள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மனதை ஒருங்கிணைக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பயிற்சியானது முதல் நாள் அமைந்தது. இரண்டாவதாக பிராணசக்தி என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய நம் உடலிலிருந்து வெளிப்படுத்தக்கூடிய அந்த பிராணசக்தி என்ற வகுப்பு நடைபெற்றது. 3வது நாளாக இந்திய தூதரகம் மூலமாக அகில உலக யோகா தின கொண்டாட்டங்கள் மூலமாக ஒரு அறிமுக யோகா வகுப்பு உங்களுக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்துறாங்க. இன்றைக்கு 4வது நாள் கூடுதலாக நீங்கள் யோகாசனம் கற்றுக்கொண்டிருந்தீர்கள். இன்னும் வரும் வகுப்புகளில் நீங்கள் நிறைய யோகாசனங்கள் கற்றுக்கொள்ள வாய்ப்புகள் உள்ளன. எல்லோரும் இணைந்திருங்கள். இந்த வாய்ப்பை எனக்கு அளித்த அந்த அந்த அமைப்பிற்கு
இன்னும் மியூட்ல தான் இருக்கு துர்கா.
சந்திரசேகர், நீங்கள் பேசலாம்.
உங்க குரல் அறவே கேட்கல.
தொழில்நுட்ப கோளாறு நினைக்கிறேன். அடுத்து
நம்ம போவோம். வேணா அவங்க ஆசிரியர் வழி வரட்டும்.
Of the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Culture Center, Mr. Kemchand Gupta. Today is the day we are planning. We are doing this yoga conference. Yoga awareness in this country is growing significantly. The conference will deliver on importance and ways to establish a systematic approach of yoga practices in education, family, and health. There will be 2 to 3 panel speakers each approach. Believe me, friends, all these are experienced people. And we have actually formed a team together that we're going to take it far and start constructing the roadmap. And this roadmap is an important one because unless otherwise we start now, we are not going to go very far on this. So the conference hopes to resolve some meaningful resolutions which can be put into action for better growth of yoga culture among the people, especially the younger ones, the students. Friends, as I mentioned earlier, this is a synergistic cooperation between Gopia Malaysia, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Culture Center, the High Commission of India, and several NGOs. I want to thank the supporting organizations here, all of them, and the organizations that were involved with us are the Malaysian Association of Indian University Graduates, the Persatuan Guru Besar Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Tamil Malaysia. This is the major organization that actually links us to all the 523 schools in this country. International Association Ayuspati Malaysia. This organization gave us a lot of support in terms of speakers, and they really give real quality speakers. I'm sure all those who have attended, because since the day we started, we have been always having average of 120 to 150 participants in all our webinars, which is considered very good, and because we had quality and well-known speakers who delivered with simplicity and greatness. We also have the support of the Malaysian Hindu Lawyers Association and the Siddha Constitutional Research Foundation, Chennai. We said, India, Mother India is always there. We reached out to them. We must at least have one speaker from India. That was a thing because there were enough professionals to have developed over the time in Malaysia. And I also want to mention one of the major contributions of Dr. G. Sentilwell, who has been seconded from the Ayush Ministry and has been seconded to the Selayang Hospital, Sungai Buloh Hospital in Malaysia for the past 4 years. His contribution to the Ayurveda and also yoga in this country is tremendous, and he has initiated so much work here that his relationship with the NGOs involved in yoga and traditional medicine has developed into many leaders in this field. Friends, we hope that we have created some awareness on the need to make yoga practice as a routine in our life. This is just an awareness. We got a lot more to do. We must get ourselves acclimatized being a practitioner on a daily routine. We have touched base with our primary school kids this time effectively. We will continue to do so. We will not stop it here. We will continue to do so. As parents, I ask all of you to give your support. I know it is not, you may just stick to a certain asana, but I think our children must be encouraged to go to the full specs of the yoga practice. I seek parents to give them the support and encouragement as they can adopt easily to changes. Like how, if you take COVID, we have adopted forcefully, but this one slowly we can adapt to the changes. And I'm sure all of you will agree, it's easier to mold the kids. Once they adapt, I think we are ready much more better than many. Let's all together get together. I hope we have done our best for this, and we will continue. There are going to be a lot more other sessions after this. And let's start the next new norm after this COVID norm, the yoga norm. Friends, and our children will pick it up, and we will start constructing the roadmap for yoga. Friends, I take this opportunity to once again thank the Indian High Commission of Malaysia, because when we were first announced, we were one of the first to be called in to help out to celebrate this International Day of Yoga. Since then, we have been working very closely with the High Commission of India and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Culture Center and all the other organizations who came together with us. We want to thank you, all of you, for this support they have given. Please be with us, because constructing a roadmap, putting up a roadmap is not an easy task. It involves the change of mindset. We need to move on, and we can only do when we have collective and synergistic cooperation, and with that we will be able to achieve and make this beautiful world of ours a better place to live. Friends, I thank you for your patience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you very much. Let me start the speech with a simple prayer to Guru Patanjali. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Om Gum Gurupyo Namaha, Om Gum Gurupyo Namaha, Om Gum Gurupyo Namaha. His Excellency, High Commissioner of India, Mridul Kumar, Deputy High Commissioner of India, Archana Nair, the Secretary of Gopio International, Mr. Ravindra, and my dear friend Prof. Ajay Dubey of JNU, and all distinguished speakers of the day, and all friends. It gives me great pleasure to be with you all today on this auspicious day. I have been involved with Gopio for a long time, out of sheer passion to link people of Indian origin. And I must congratulate the organizing committee for this excellent arrangement. And I've been following them for the past 8 days. Every speaker has done their job so well. And I'm sure this will give an extra boost to not only Gopio, but people who are in social work and helping the community. Now, when you talk about Gopio, the road is long. I started in 1989 at New York, and we have traveled across the globe, spreading the message of unity among diaspora communities. And the thing that links us all over the world is one thing: heritage. What we have inherited from Mother in India, our culture, our language, our fine arts, and of course, our yoga. Patanjali Yoga, though very ancient, took a quantum leap after the Prime Minister of India, Modi, worked with the UN to declare 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga. Definitely is a huge quantum leap, and the awareness that he has created is tremendous. And if you look at Malaysia alone, what Gopio has done is tremendous. The last 10 years, they have been promoting yoga to almost all societies, and most important, to all the Tamil schools. That's because it's easier to mold children from primary school. And the language is also an added advantage that you can address them easily. Okay. What we have done is actually small compared to what needs to be done. So I think all the NGOs in this country could work with Gopio International and the High Commission of India to promote this art to a greater audience. And I see this is happening already among some people who have taken it as a hobby, some people who have taken it as a professional job. And there are yoga centers spotting everywhere. I myself know of several centers in places like Kajang, Seminyi, Sramban, so many places which we are not aware of. And many of them are thankful to the High Commission of India, especially the Culture Center, which gave them a certificate after a course of training. I think that has boosted their morale and also some credibility to their teaching. And we thank the Government of India and especially the High Commission for this gesture. Now, the Culture Center has really boosted the community here. And I was one of them involved in the early days requesting Government of India for a cultural center in Malaysia. And we are thankful to the Subhash Chandra Bose Cultural Center. It's not just a center of learning, it's a center of imparting heritage, our culture, our language, and fine arts, especially yoga, and also our dance, drama, and everything. So we are thankful to the Government of India. Now, what Gopio has done is a tremendous job with minimum equipment, minimum finance, and a little bit of manpower. They've done a tremendous job. Definitely shabas to them. But I'm sure all the NGOs can join their hands to impart this knowledge to the entire community. I see the Chinese community has gone up in this, and of course they have created a new name called Hot Yoga. And it's the same that's being promoted among the Chinese community. And nothing will work without commercial value. And a little bit of contribution for the community towards this voluntary yoga teachers or professional teachers will go a long way in promoting yoga in this country. And to sum up, we always talk about the 4 yogas: Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Raja Yoga. For all these 4 yogas, without the basis, Hatha Yoga will not go very far, because one has to keep his body fit. When a body is in good condition, a fit condition, only then the mind will be peaceful. And when the mind is peaceful, you can attain other things. So we all need all the whole 4 yogas. But I think let's start with basic Hatha Yoga. Keep ourselves physically fit, and therefore we will be mentally fit also. And we are thankful to the various yoga teachers who have been over the last 8 days taught us. Especially I was fascinated by the Vasi Yoga that was done 2 days ago. I honestly didn't know there were so many yogic breathing, although I know one. So I really thankful to Gopio International and to all the volunteers. It's a tremendous job that you all have done. It's not easy. Of course, everybody talks of webinar, but to coordinate the entire thing requires a lot of skill and a lot of effort. And let us congratulate them. Let us work with them. Let us spread this teaching to our community as well as the entire world. Let me just share one small story. There was this guy walking on the beach. There were thousands of starfish lying there. And he started throwing one by one back into the ocean. And he was doing it for a long time. And there was this guy who was observing him and said, "What a fool you are. There are millions of starfish lying here. What are you trying to do?" He says, "There may be millions lying there, but to this one starfish, it means a lot. When I throw it back to the ocean, it will come alive." So we can't save the entire universe, but let's save whoever we can. With those few words, let me thank all of you and wish you all good luck. May Sadhguru be with you all always. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The High Commissioner of India to Malaysia, His Excellency Shri Mridul Kumar, Chairman Gopio International, Mr. Selvaraju Sundaraman, Secretary General Gopio International, Mr. Ravindran Arjunan, President of Gopio Malaysia, Mr. Gunashegaran, Dr. Kandasamy, special guest for today, Professor Ajay Dubey, Diaspora Specialist and Advisor to Gopio International, Presidents of International Gopio Chapters, founding members of Gopio, our distinguished speakers today, the members of the organizing committee, fellow delegates, partnering NGOs, my colleagues from the Indian High Commission and the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Cultural Center, and of course, all the yoga enthusiasts who have joined us today morning for this session. A very good morning and namaskar to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to join you this morning and moderate this session. So at the outset, I would like to thank Gopio Malaysia for inviting me to moderate this very important session as part of the conference today. Gopio International and Gopio Malaysia, along with the various supporting partner organizations, have come forth and assisted the High Commission not only this year, but in the past also, for organizing the International Yoga Day celebrations. We are really grateful for your cooperation in helping us spread this message of yoga. The vision that Prime Minister Modi had set out for all of us, it requires the assistance and the strong partnership of friends of India and friends of yoga like you, for us to be able to take this message of yoga and the benefits that yoga has to the wider audience. In my personal view, I have also seen that many a times, people who are not familiar with yoga tend to associate yoga with just a few asanas, which is more about, exercise and body toning and flexibility. Yoga, of course, is that. I mean, it caters to that too, but yoga is, of course, much, much more. And I think our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi's vision of what yoga can do for the world at large, I think we are coming to realize the benefits of it in this current pandemic times. In these times, when most of us are confined to our residences and there are so many restrictions, I think there is a latent stress, that people are carrying with themselves, whether it is economic, whether it is mental, whether it is the worry about your health. I think the practice of yoga in these difficult, in these challenging times helps to build mental fortitude in addition to the physical fitness that we are all aware of. The principle of yoga, the fundamental of yoga, which makes yoga, I think, very different from any other form of exercise where we look at physical exercise, is the fact that the emphasis is on your breath. Without breath, there is no life. And yoga teaches us to bring back that grounding to the breath itself. And in some sense, when we learn to focus back on our breath, we are learning to be grounded, to be in the moment. And whatever else, I mean, most of us spend our lives worrying either about the past or worrying about the future. So yoga in that sense helps us to remain grounded, and that makes it all the more relevant for, as much as for adults, for younger children. As we get children, to learn their ABCs and their additions and, the basics of life, I think incorporating yoga into their daily curriculum, which Gopio is now, I'm very glad to learn that Gopio has, and as part of this year's Yoga Day celebrations, tried to reach out to the Tamil schools and encourage young children to practice yoga. I think that's a brilliant initiative, because learning the basics of yoga, it not just as a means of exercise, I think it is something that is going to stay with them in their years to come. And, we've had a very interesting, I was going through the, the webinars that Gopio has organized over the past week. And I see that it's a very interesting list of topics that have been covered. And a lot of it has been about what yoga can do for someone who is maybe already sick, who has maybe hypertension, who has diabetes, or maybe other sort of issues. But yoga also has a very important, very, very important role in the prevention. And I think when we look at getting yoga to children and encouraging them, and getting parents encouraged in getting children to pick up yoga, I think we are trying to address all our health issues at the very basics, so that we can prevent things before they actually go ahead and get out of hand. So I think this is an area which has a lot of scope, and I'm sure this is something which will, once it picks up, it is just going to spread even more. So without really, going too much into, I think I will start inviting our panelists for today. In the first panel session, we have 3 speakers. The first one, whom I'm now going to invite, is the Assistant Director with the Kuala Lumpur State Education Department. Her name is Ms. Nithyan Ananthani Kumaravel. And when I was reading her bio, I was very interested to hear that, she has a passion towards natural healing methods. And she's also acquired, teachings from Dr. B.P. Pranav as a Reiki master and has also completed her diploma in Varmam therapy from the Bharatiyar University in India. Ayurvedic dietitian under Ayushpati and Siddha Mudra's foundation course under Dr. Saleh Kalpana Devi, among other disciplines in pursuit of knowledge. So she has, a very impressive resume. And I think she was also one of our, she's also done a webinar during the course of the past week. So those of you who have already heard her, I'm sure, you'll be waiting for this session also. So without much ado, I'll invite her to kindly, share her thoughts with us. And then, of course, I'd request all panel speakers today to restrict themselves to about 20 minutes, because I'm sure after all the interesting conversations that we have today, there'll be a lot of questions and, people will be eager to, discuss, and any queries that will come up, we will take up. So we have about 20 minutes reserved at the end for the question answer session. So let's dive in straight. Over to you.
Thank you, and namaskar to Ms. Archana Nair, from Deputy of Indian High Commission, and a warm welcome to all honorable speakers and also all the GOPIO's representatives from all parts of the world. Okay, my name is Nitya Nandini. You can address me as Nitya. Like my mother put longer name so I would like more on the representing on Ayushpati Malaysia, and at today's topic, my topic is yoga as a profession, and I will bring you to the current yoga value in the world, and at the same time how it is practiced and being taught by the instructions, yoga instructioners in Malaysia. And at the same time, I will bring some of the recommendation or suggestion that may or will be can be integrated with the current teaching method. Now, allow me to share my my masters, my gurus, my spiritual gurus, to the Almighty and the universe for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to present at this beautiful conference, whereby all of us can share our knowledge and experience that we can bring.
அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தாய் வாழ்க தாய் தந்த தமிழ் வாழ்க அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very day. Hope each and every one of you are safe and sound. On behalf of the organizing committee of International Yoga Day Celebration 2021, organized by GOPIO Malaysia, supported by Indian High Commissioner and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Cultural Center, Kuala Lumpur, along with our 7 partners NGOs who are Tamil School Headmasters Association, Malaysian Association of Indian University Graduates, Hindu Sevai Sangam, International Association of Ayushpati, Malaysian Hindu Lawyers Association, Siddha Consciousness Research Foundation of Chennai, Sri Agasthyar Yoga Center. We wish to extend our utmost sincere and appreciation and gratitude to His Excellency Indian High Commissioner Mr. Sri Mridul Kumar, Deputy High Commissioner Ms. Archana Nair, who has volunteered to be one of our moderators today, Master Kemchand Guptaji of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Indian Cultural Center, Kuala Lumpur, not forgetting our honorable speakers, Ms. Nityanandi Kumaravel, Master Krishnan Rangasamy, Assistant Professor Arunidhi Nageswari Shanmugam, Professor Dr. Jayaraman Munusamy, Mrs. Maliga Govindasamy, our guest speakers, Dr. Kandasamy, Dr. Sandivel, Dato Palaniappan, Mr. Nagaratnam, and all Gopio International representatives from Europe, Singapore, Thailand, Suriname, Mauritius, France, India, and Australia. Last but not least, special thanks and appreciation to our Tamil school headmasters, teachers, students, parents, and all other for helping directly and indirectly in supporting our Tamil school students and public at large, local and global, to attend and take part in our 8 days virtual yoga seminars and 1-day conference entitled Yoga for the Future, the Roadmap. Successfully in this Nobel celebration. Due to success of this year's event, I hope in future programs we can have an enhanced event that will be able to cater to wider audience. Thank you. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இவ்வாண்டு இந்த அனைத்துலக யோகா விழா நிகழ்ச்சியில் மலேசிய தமிழ் பள்ளி மாணவர்களை இணைத்து அவர்கள் மத்தியில் இந்த யோகா பயிற்சியை எங்களை வழியாக கலந்து கொண்டு நிகழ்ச்சி வெற்றி பெற பேருதவி புரிந்த தலைமை ஆசிரியர்கள், ஆசிரியர்கள், மாணவர்கள், பெற்றோர்கள் மற்றும் நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொண்ட அனைத்து நல்லுள்ளங்களுக்கும் ஏற்பாட்டாளர்கள் சார்பில் நன்றி கலந்த பாராட்டையும் வாழ்த்தினையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். மீண்டும் வேறொரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் சந்திப்போம் என கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். ஓங்குக தமிழ் மொழி, வெல்க தமிழ் பள்ளிகள். நன்றி, வணக்கம், வாழ்க வளமுடன்.